several loud blasts have been heard in Dubai and over Qatar's capital of Doha. Both Dubai and Doha are under attack for the second day running. Witnesses say after Iran launched retaliatory strikes on these neighboring Gulf states in response to the strikes that took place yesterday, and the confirmation this morning that Ali Khamenei has in fact been eliminated. Dubai is the biggest city in the United Arab Emirates. It's home to millions of people and citizens. The airport has been struck. That plume of smoke has been put out. That fire has been put out. The Palm Jumeirah area came under attack. The Burj Khalifa compound was hit yesterday in the evening as well. There were big plumes of smoke, but no casualties as such. There's been one death in Abu Dhabi. Near the airport, an Asian citizen was killed, but in Dubai, no deaths, no casualties, some minor injuries at the airport, but Dubai is clearly under attack once again, and this is going to have a lot of ramifications, Vishnu. This is continuing for the second day running now.
Well, there's some breaking news now coming in, Shiv, and it pertains to Dubai, and this is new information which has been tweeted out by Iran in India. That is the official account of the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran in India. It pertains to the situation in Dubai, where 54 minutes back, they've said in the fifth wave of Operation True Promise 4, that's what the Iranians are calling their military operations, the MSP ship, which was carrying ammunition for American vessels, was hit by 4 drones at the Jabal Ali anchorage and was completely disabled with damage and explosions. So they are targeting ammunition carriers and missile carriers used by American forces. Secondly, the American naval base in the Abdullah Mubarak area of Kuwait was hit by 4 ballistic missiles and 12 drones, and all the infrastructure was destroyed, claimed the Iranians, and a large number of American forces were killed and injured, claimed the Iranians. Also, the MST class combat support ship, which was carrying fuel for American vehicles in the Indian Ocean, was hit by Iranian Qadr 380 missiles. The Iranian Navy, along with the Air Force, will keep the gates of hell open to enemy units. So there is that typical sort of bombast, but they claim to be officially saying that they are striking American naval assets, or those supply ships which enforce or enable the American Navy to operate, whether they carry ammunition or fuel or supplies, whether it's at the Jabal Ali port in the United Arab Emirates or out at sea. And this is an official statement of the government of Iran. Shiv.
This is really big, and there are more images coming in. I want to get some voices in from Dubai itself. I'm joined by 2 residents of Dubai, Raj Shekhar and Anil Sinha, who live and work in Dubai. Anil, I want to quickly come to you first. Can you tell us what's going on? What are you hearing, Anil?
I think, this...
Anil, just hold on for a second. Just hold on to that thought for a second. I want to go to Raj. He's outside in Dubai. Raj, explosions in some parts of Dubai. Earlier today, we saw a plume of smoke outside the airport. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What can you tell us, Raj?
Yeah, actually, I stay in Abu Dhabi, sir. Like here, 2 kilometers away, we have US camp base.
Okay.
So yesterday night also in midnight at 2 o'clock we got alerts. Like before alerts, after alerts, we can see missiles flying through in sky. And also we saw some waste particles falling down, like some debris. Now everything is fine, but if any alerts comes, we have to stay in camp bases only. We should not roam outside because if we roam outside, some debris will fall on our head. So that's why they are alerting us to stay in camp bases only. Here only we saw this 5 to 6 missiles yesterday night, and also today morning also we got some alerts. Now it is fine, but we don't know when what will happen.
Raj, yesterday near the Abu Dhabi airport, one Asian citizen is reported to have lost his life, and some people were injured. What is the government saying today? What kind of advisories is the government giving today?
Yeah, like government is, they are sending alerts to stay in their residential areas only. We should not go outside because it's not safe, because of some debris will fall on our head. Like they are assuring us to everything will be fine.
Raj, I'm getting information that in Dubai, multiple explosions have been heard. I'm sure you have friends, etc. in Dubai. What are you hearing from
Yes,
what's
sir.
happening in Dubai, Raj?
Yeah, in Dubai also in some few places some missiles are going on. But the thing is like everyone is safe only in their camp areas. Like they should not go outside. That's the what alert is coming.
Okay. Okay. I want to bring then Anil. Anil Sinha is in Dubai. Anil, what are you hearing? What are you seeing?
See, till 7 o'clock, I was in the Mall of Emirates with my family, and it was all okay. And it was absolutely filled, and there was no panic anywhere. In fact, my son stays in Burj Khalifa. Of course, just a precautionary measure, he little moved out. Otherwise, there is nothing much. In fact, I live in the gardens, very close to Jebel Ali Port also, and Marina side also. And I don't see much of a problem here. Everything in the morning also, everything is normal. Just that, precautionary measure, the government is very good here. What they did was they had sent us at 12:20 an alarm saying that please there can be some interception of missile, so it is better that you don't go out and be at home. So that is how, twice it came, 12:30 and again at around after 10 minutes, just a warning. So we were at home, and we are, as a precautionary measure, we are not going out anywhere. But it looks to me quite natural, but it is little blown out of proportion of a fear. In fact, that fear should not be there in the people's mind.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
my feeling is.
No, very true. I completely agree with you. We want to calm people down, and especially in the UAE, which many media have been painting as out of proportion. We want to, on NDTV, report it as accurately as possible so as not to create any kind of panic. We want to report very factually. In Dubai, Mr. Sinha, have there been any advisories for people to stock up on groceries and sort of
not really
nothing like that.
No, not like that. Nothing like that. So I think the government is, trying not to unnecessarily, create that
panic.
kind of an impression that is panic. So I think everybody has it, and all the grocery shops are nearby open, so you can just walk in and you can buy.
But there's a problem with the airport. But the airport is closed at this point of time. That is one point of concern because of
correct.
Because of the airspace as well as debris that has damaged one of the terminals.
Correct. That is very important. In fact, the missiles are flowing and the aircrafts are also flying. It can hit and it can damage. So I think precautionary measure that should be restored, I think, by tomorrow, not today, I guess so. So I think that is, of course, people are a little worried because some people had emergency work to go. All the flights have been cancelled. Nothing is going around. So that is little worry. And in fact, a lot of people are stranded at the airport. So these are the little concern. Yeah. But one has to live with it. Nothing can be done about it.
Indeed. And it's also a little strange, sir, that Raj, that the UAE has come under attack in this way is unprecedented. We haven't seen this before. Of course, the Al Dhafra base. Vishnu, come in. Yes, go ahead, Vishnu.
Open source, which is fairly reliable, is now put out a picture, a video of an Iranian strike on a hotel complex in Manama in Bahrain. They've just put this out, and we're going to try and get that up on air very soon. So these attacks are now spreading, is the point. In addition to this, there have been large plumes of smoke which have been seen in Bahrain. So, and about 50 minutes back, video emerging of a direct hit in Doha, Qatar. So a couple of new pieces of footage which are there. I'd also like to briefly talk about the US President Donald Trump. He said, and I quote, Iran just stated that they are going to hit very hard today, harder than they've ever been hit before. And then in capital letters, Trump says, they better not do that, however, because if they do, we will hit them with a force that has never been seen before. I think the key point in all of this is that the war continues, the fighting continues, it's not gone down at all, and Iran continues to attack as many targets as it sees fit, and the interceptions of the incoming drones and missiles takes place, but we are not close to seeing an end to the military side of this war, not yet.
Okay, the military side of the war is probably only just getting started in a very big way. You've got that unmistakable warning from Donald Trump, as Vishnu just said. You've also got Iran saying that the retaliatory attacks are going to be devastating at this point of time. I'm going to thank Raj and Anil for joining us. Thank you very much for your time here on NDTV. Please stay safe, and we value your words very much in keeping things as sober and factual as possible, with the only network in India only reporting the facts and not spreading any panic. We know a lot of people are doing that, but I promise we will not be doing that here on NDTV. Thank you, Raj and Anil. Stay safe. Give our best to your families. A question on who will succeed Ali Khamenei in Iran. Will there be any kind of a succession? A three-person council, Vishnu, a three-person council, the president, the judiciary chief and a guardian council jurist will temporarily assume all leadership duties in Iran. And this is what the IRNA news agency is reporting. So succession is something that Iran is looking at, even as it issues this huge warning of unprecedented revenge attacks on the US and Israel. Vishnu.
No, you're quite right. So there is a leadership council. Underneath that, there's the president, and there's the judiciary chief, and there's a jurist from the guardian council, and together they select the next leader. But I dare say I wouldn't want to be the next leader of Iran, given what America and Israel have been able to do. Decapitation strikes, targeting not just Ali Khamenei, who is now dead, as we've been reporting. That, of course, is the big news, in case you're just joining us. Ali Khamenei has been eliminated. But in addition to that, there is the IRGC chief. IRGC is the Revolutionary Guard, Major General Mohammad Pakpur. He was eliminated. Also the senior advisor, Ali Shamkhani. So the point I'm trying to make is that even if there is a new proclaimed leader of Iran, I would suggest that that leader is not going to be accepted by the Americans and Israelis, who clearly have the ability of taking out who they want. But is there a popular movement on the ground, one that Israel and America supports? Not quite. And that remains the key question. In the middle of all of this confusion, there have been statements on record by the Iranian government, including the Iranian embassy in New Delhi, saying that Iranian forces have been targeting American ships, and those ships which are sustaining America's naval operations in that entire region, those have been struck, they say, and made inoperational at the Jebel Ali port and out at sea as well. So the Iranians continue, their claim to be fighting. But in a situation like this, there is perception management, there is narrative building. It always happens in war, and the flow of authentic information is very, very low. I will just suggest, as we've been doing throughout, that we need to be careful as we report this, because we really don't know more than what we are getting at this stage. But one final point, Shiv. The Ministry of Defense in the UAE stated that since the beginning of the attack yesterday, 137 Iranian ballistic missiles were launched, 132 were destroyed, 5 fell into the sea. So the interceptions are going off well. These are the leakers that managed to pierce in, but fortunately not very big losses on the ground at all.